think he would probably love to present.
The Phillies gave up a touchdown in the 10th inning. What are they doing?
I didn't watch it. A touchdown.
Important number.
It's like 11 4 or something.
It was 4-4 going into the 10th. It was like 10-4. It was like
10-4. Not us.
Washington.
Seriously, we got beat up.
How about the
Oh, man.
He's sitting on top of the fence.
Who? I didn't see that.
Hill?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's out. Bruised shoulder or something.
yeah, that was a heck of an effort.
Yeah.
10-4.
Bruised shoulder.
They gave up 6 in the college.
You saw what he was trying
Oh,
to do.
they gave up 6 in the 11th. I didn't.
He's a good ball player.
Tried to take it on a fence. It wasn't gonna move.
And a rowdy one too.
Things going strong.
Yes.
Pence,
Yeah,
today's gonna be big hitter, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see it was good comments.
Yeah, I've got emails
Good.
from people.
Okay, good morning. It's 10 a.m. We ask you to please rise if you're able for the prayer and pledge allegiance before we convene our commission public meeting. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray for your guidance and wisdom, that'll be in accordance with your will. We ask you to help us to engage in meaningful discussion and always be good listeners. May your grace and blessings fill our community and our valley. We're thankful that in the recent rains, no loss of life nor serious injuries. We're also thankful for our dispatchers, law enforcement, fire departments, EMS, all the volunteers assisted with the water events on Sunday. We ask you to give them rest for their hard and stressful work. We ask for your blessings over them and their loved ones. We're thankful that we live in communities that help each other and show their love daily. These things we pray and ask humbly in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, we'll convene the Commissioners' public meeting at this time and ask for approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All fair say aye?
Aye.
Aye. Regarding public comment, going forward, we have always had public comment where when someone's in person, they step up to the podium and state their name for the record and where they live. Regarding online comments, we've had several people that do not state their full name. They have a screen name. So if their comments want to be read out loud in the public meeting, they must state their name and where they live. If they just put their screen name, we will put the comments under the minutes, but we will not read them publicly going forward. They still be acknowledged in the minutes, but they will not be read publicly if it's a screen name. If they state their full name and where they live, they'll be read for the record. Okay, thank you. Do we have any public comments at this time? Do we have any unagenda items?
Nothing online.
Okay, thank you. So reports, Nikki.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Presented for your ratification are invoices due through August 12th, 2026 to be paid on August 5th, 2026
in the amount of $5,154,215.93. That's 47.94% out of the general fund, 16.4% out of ARPA, 0.15 out of Act 13, 35.5% out of RMS, and 0.01% out of escrow.
Okay. Is there any comments regarding the accounts payable?
It is high due to the bond payments and interest payments.
Which is a good thing, we're paying our bonds down.
Yes,
Are they quarterly or is that an
twice a year.
annual?
Yeah.
Good to pay our debt down. Is there a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, side?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Next, I have vote to approve the credit card cash requirement report for purchases from June 26, 2026 through July 27th, 2026 in the amount of $10,225.58. That's 4% out of RMS and 96% out of the general fund.
Okay, is there a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, side?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anna,
All right, and I've got this written down because I wanted to stay on task here and not take the long way around things. The management company came on board in February of 2026. So in order to compare apples to apples, we took the same months in 2025 to compare to those in 2026.
this is regarding the landfill financial update.
Correct.
Okay, which was attached to the agenda. It's attachment A.
Correct.
Okay,
The full months from February to June were compared. As shown in attachment A, the months are broken down, but I will just point out what really matters, which is the overall net. The difference between 2025 and 2026 is an increase in net revenue of $1,459,410.79. And that's comparing the same periods between 25 and 26. Just to point out, this includes the additional spending that has been much needed for the permitting process. So I would say thus far, the management team has been successful in starting to turn things around for the county landfill. Tonnage is up 3,676.8 tons from 2025 to 2026. Difference in how business is being conducted is what is making this new direction profitable. Money is not being spent on capital projects that are not necessary just because they are a want. For example, a $1.5 million project on a new force main for leachate. By changing how the leachate is being handled at the landfill now, that force main is currently not needed. Doesn't mean it may not be needed in the future, but right now, because we've changed the way we're doing things, it's not a necessity at this moment. What we have done is made fiscally responsible decisions. We do not know the ins and outs of how landfill works, so we hired a management team after meeting with different companies to get their knowledge and went with the best team for our region. This is what you do in business. You hire the experts who are successful at what they do. You model your investment after something that has track record and longevity of being successful. We found that with the Clinton County Waste Authority. Now I'm just speaking for myself. I know the commissioners are working very hard to make the landfill successful and want to see things going in the best direction. If the landfill fails, it's a failure that impacts the entire county. Everyone can have their opinions. That's what's so great about America. But my opinion as a taxpayer in Lycoming County is this. Did my trash rates go up? Absolutely. But if this is what it's going to take to keep waste management out of Lycoming County, I'd be happy to pay a bit more. I'm from California. I still have family living there, and you do not get a choice of your garbage hauler in California. You have to utilize what the city provides to you, which is waste management. It isn't cheap. You're looking at trash bills between $150 to $250 base rate per month. And they charge you for additional cans. They charge you for not separating your garbage. You don't get a choice. So living here in Lycoming County, I'm thankful that I can choose who takes my garbage. And if I don't like them, I have other options. I'm certainly thankful I also have a reasonable trash bill each month. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. So in 6 months, with the rates being increased, tonnage went up and almost $1.5 million more in revenue. 6 months. That I believe is is a success to date. Some comments last week that the landfill up in Wayne Township had lost $1 million a year the last 2 years. Mr. Alexander, their audits confirmed they had a profit of $1 million the last couple of years, some better than previous and some not so good. Last couple of years, including subtracting the depreciation number of $4 million, they were 3/4 through a $50 million expansion. So massive capital burn, and they still had a positive $1 million up there. So he wasn't sure exactly where those comments were coming from, but according to his audits, it shows something different. That he made note of that, stated that to us this past week.
And I'll add to that, Commissioner, that
Yes.
I reviewed audits from there before we made a decision to choose that company. And they were profitable audits that I read as well.
And I personally want to thank Commissioner Sorban. When he came on board, I asked him to please oversee the landfill. And he did so in over a year's time. He came back to us with reports. The management team that was there at the time, we tried to work with them to make the changes. Those changes were not getting done, so we went in a different direction. And at this time, you can see that it's paying off. Commissioner Messina, you have any comments?
The only thing I would say is people don't understand because they don't see it, but how much time and effort and discussion goes into these decisions. We didn't make this decision overnight or in one meeting. We made this over months and months and several meetings with multiple groups of people. And we decided after time that this was the right way to go. But then also, not only does it take time on the front end, it takes time on the back end to see if it works. And, you have to give it, as I said, I think I said this last meeting, you give it a year. And then when we see now we've given it 6 months and we have an update. But we live in such an instantaneous society that, and we just saw it at the baseball trade deadline. We see, something and the world is going to end. And you got to wait it out and see how the World Series goes. And that's so with a move like this, it took a lot of time going in to make the decision of how to proceed. But then it takes a substantial amount of time afterwards to see if it worked or if it didn't. And all the immediate reactions, well, this is going to do this and this, you have to let it play out and see how it unfolds. And then the proof is in the pudding. And 6 months in, $1 million better is certainly hard to argue with. So, but yeah, we live in such an instantaneous society that people they jump to the conclusions right away before they let it play out. But if the public could see how much time and effort went into the discussion and how many options were examined and why this option was chosen over this option, they would have a much more but that's what we're here for. That's what we do all day. They have their jobs to do all day. That's what we do all day. And that's why they don't see it. But it's, they would view these things differently.
And I think two of the biggest things, they're long-term things that aren't discussed on a regular basis, is the leachate and how that's being turned around now. That has cost this county millions of dollars since 2012-13, and how that's starting to get turned around. And also the expansion, how critical that expansion is going to be to the life of the landfill. And that wasn't even progressing. That was stagnant for years. And this management team came in and said, listen, that has to start going now because of the time frame of the lifespan of this landfill. And so they got on that immediately. And the DEP has been waiting for Lycoming County to start working on it. They've asked questions. Why wasn't this being worked on sooner? Because it's not an overnight operation to get that expansion approved. So those are two things that are long-term goals that are being attacked. And they're being attacked very aggressively to make sure they happen. Yes.
What's the name of the management team?
It's the Wayne Township.
Clinton County Municipal Waste Authority.
Thank you.
So, okay. Any other comments? This is exciting news. It's a wonderful news. And we want to commend the team over there and all the employees for working diligently and turn this around and make a profit for the county. And we continue to encourage them and support them in their everyday operations. We look forward to additional positive reports. Thank you. Okay, Shannon. Okay, and then Mike's next. Yep. And thank you for putting that together.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Excuse me. Good morning.
Morning.
Just have one elected official personnel action here in District Attorney's Office. Alex Fils-Aimé, Special Detective in the DUI Center, part-time at a pay grade 9, $25 per hour, not to exceed 1,000 hours annually, anticipating a start date of August 10, 2026.
Sounds good. This is an excellent appointment.
What's that?
This is an excellent appointment. No out as well, and he brings a great deal of professionalism to the team,
Absolutely.
and excited to have him on board. Thank you. Okay, we'll recess the Commissioner's public meeting for the salary board. Meeting the salary board this time.
The first item I have is vote to approve the salary board minutes from the July 9th, 2026 meeting.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion to accept. All those in favor? All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Next up, I have in the Commissioner's office, add a part-time administrative coordinator position to the TDA.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And then at DPS, delete the part-time temporary administrative specialist position from the TDA.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Fair side.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll adjourn the salary board this time. Reconvene the Commissioner's public meeting. City. Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioners. You
Morning.
have the agreements for my new solicitor. It's been a long process, but hopefully we can see it through. My other solicitor at the end of the year decided he was not doing counties anymore, so
Okay.
this is a change.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
I just have a stupid question. Just like when you hire this, because I don't, do they do multiple treasurers for multiple counties? Do they specialize?
This one specializes in municipal law,
I
yes.
figured that. Okay.
Where are they at? Just out of curiosity.
Bill.
They have a couple offices. The one that I will be using is, I'm not even sure, north.
Yeah, the contract says Camp Hill.
Yes, that's the main
That's
office.
right.
Mine is not out of Camp Hill.
Okay.
Nice. The motion and second, all fair side? Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, Nancy. Here, I wonder if she was trying to call him. Yeah, let me try to call her here. See if she's trying to call us. Yeah, you want to hail us as a standard contract for juvenile?
Okay. Action item 5.2, vote to approve the agreement with George Junior Republic 2026 approved budgeted item, and this is under operating expenses. And this is for residential and secure special needs programs for juveniles.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Thank you.
It just says basically there's a 5% increase on the back page across the board.
Okay, Shannon, you have the last three.
All right, action item 5.3, vote to ratify the updates to policy 511 uniform policy. The updates to the policy was tabled last week due to making sure the policy number was correct as policy number 511. And the uniform policy was just placed into the new template, and the boot allowance was aligned throughout the county at $200 for those who are required to receive it.
Okay, is there a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Okay.
Nancy, we just handled your item.
Do you wanna say anything?
Thank you.
It passed. You sold it well. It passed. So
Did a good job. Thank you very much.
It's just a standard contract in Georgia
Yep,
Republic.
yep, you guys saw that it was only 5%.
5% increase. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
And we've used Georgia Junior Republic in the past.
Oh, yeah, years since I've been here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Action item 5.4, and this is for voters. Vote to approve the 2026-2027 election integrity grant application in the amount of $364,948.10. This action item is to approve the county's application for the next round of election integrity grant program funding for the 2026-2027 cycle, which runs from July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027. The grant application needs to be submitted to DCED by August 15th, and then the funds will be deposited to the county by September 1st. The final grant amount is unknown at this time. The total statewide allocation is $45 million, and each county receives a percentage of that amount matching its percentage of statewide registered voters. Our allocation has typically been around $370,000, and the final number will be disclosed when it's known.
Thank you. Your motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Okay, last action item, 5.5. Vote to approve amendment number 1 with Integrity Health 2026 approved budgeted item through ARPA funds. This is an extension to the contract that was renewed in April for a period of 1 year. Due to a lot of review, the contract was updated with some changes. The severance package in the original contract for the healthcare center workers was eliminated, and the COLA set in the original contract, which was at 3%, has been reduced to 1.5% to align with county employees. This allows the contract to remain in place until next April, to which another review will be done to determine the cost effectiveness of the healthcare center and whether or not it can be renewed again, or other options will be done at that time.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to accept?
Yeah, I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Thank
And we would just like to thank Shannon for digging into that, because she's really done a great job with that.
Hey, Commissioner comments. Anybody have anything?
The only thing I have, do you have anything? The only thing I have is, we had a meeting, I think last week, with former Senator Casey, who is now back in the private sector, and he basically is working for a law firm. He was a lawyer and he's working for a law firm, and he just wanted to meet and let us know what his firm does for municipalities in case we would ever need them. Is basically what the gist of the meeting was. But after we got through that and we got to talking about Washington, and he told us multiple stories about people on the other side of the aisle. He's a Democrat, but how many the Republicans, and we mentioned people and say, oh no, you could really work with this person, or I worked really well with this person. And he made it seem like behind the scenes it was much more cordial than it is, when you see on the Meet the Press and all these places where the talking heads come out and they're just so, militantly one side or the other. And it's too bad that the rest of society doesn't get to see that, because the way he made it sound was it was way more professional and cooperative than what we're led to believe, with the anger and the anxiety that goes from the right to the left and the left to the right. So I thought that was encouraging. And I don't know, did he do 2 terms? Was he in?
He was great.
He was in Washington for a while. So it was just encouraging to hear, because we don't see enough of that and we need more of that. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Is there any public comment from the audience? Anything online?
Nothing online.
Okay, we complete our agenda. So our next meeting will be Thursday, August 13th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Thank you, everybody. Good day.
Thank you.